Okay, let's have some fun with division of rational expressions that contain monomials. Remember, the concept is here is the important fact that you can never do division in fraction world. Anytime you have a rational expression connected by division, you must rewrite this as multiplication. So your first fraction stays put, so I'll rewrite it. Then we're going to change division into multiplication, and we're going to take our second fraction and flip it. And the correct word for flip is reciprocal from elementary school, but in algebra we call this the multiplicative inverse. All right, now it's rewritten. If I'm like you, I really don't want to multiply across and make really big terms. So that's why we're going to do the division first. If we're connected by multiplication and division, and these are all monomials, so they're all connected by multiplication, we can start the dividing process. So start with the first numerator. All right, I got a 42. Well, I know 42 and 54 are both on the 6 times tables. So they each have a greatest common factor of 6. So 42 divided by 6 is 7. 54 divided by 6 is 9. I have a c squared and a c squared. Well, I'm dividing the exact same variable. That will cancel out. We've discussed that. That's really c to the 0, which is 1. We don't need to write the 1 because it's connected by multiplication. I have a d squared. Well, there are no d's in the denominator, so we're stuck with that term. So guys, you may want to circle it so you don't forget about it. All right, let's go to the next numerator. 108 n to the 4th. Well, again, I'm looking for something I can divide that with. Well, I know 108 and 9 are both on the 9 times tables. 9 divided by 9 is 1. 9 goes into 108 12 times. It's very important you know your times tables. I have n to the 4th and I have an n. So their greatest common factor is n. N divided by n cancels out. N 4th divided by n is n cubed. Now be careful. You see this variable m? It has nothing to divide with. I would circle it so I don't forget about it. We've done all our dividing. Let's see. 7 is in the numerator, nothing to divide with. We have a d squared, nothing to divide with. Oh, we have a 12. But wait a minute. Can't 12 and 9, don't they have a greatest common factor? They sure do. So I can keep doing the division process. 12 and 9 are divisible by 3. So if I divide 12 by 3, I get 4. If I divide 9 by 3, I get 3. I have an n cubed. There are no more n's. So that's how I know I'm through the division process. So look closely. It's what's left. You have 7d squared over 1m, which is just good old m, times you have 4n cubed over 3. And now we'll multiply. 7 times 4 is 28. D squared times n cubed is just d squared n cubed. A monomial times a monomial will always be a monomial. The denominator m times 3 is 3m. And that is in lowest terms. 28 and 3 only have a common factor of 1. D, n, and m are not the same variable. And that's all there is to it. So we have one more video on division. What do you think is coming next? That's right, polynomials. See you then.